What's up, guys? Classy grab bag back at it again. I have an unboxing video for you guys today. This is a 10 CD grab bag from Buchmiller Enterprises, formerly known as Metallic Media. I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that they're getting out of the whole metal label distributing type deal. I think they're selling off their stock now, so I'm kind of iffy as what's going to be in this grab bag. I will link up the eBay store in the description, so if you see something in here that you want or you want to take a shot at one of these grab bags, you can take a shot for yourself and see what you get. I always have pretty good luck with these grab bags. That being said, I did a 40 CD grab bag last year. It was before I took the break, so it might have been earlier this year. I can't remember the exact time that I did it. If I can find the link for that video, I'll link it up as well because that one was a stellar grab bag for the price point as well. 40 CDs. I think they still offer that 40 CD grab bag as well. So I'll have that video linked in the description so you can check that out if you want to. And yeah, here we go. They've always got them packed so tight. I mean, I think they use I don't if my mind is my memory is serving me correctly, I think they use packing peanuts as opposed to tons of bubble wrap. And I always have to, every time I order one of these, I have to keep the box put up so my dogs don't get in it and have packing peanuts strung all over the house and they don't try to eat them and all that good stuff. But I've never really had too many issues with broken jewel cases or damaged CDs coming from Buchmiller Enterprises. It's hard for me to get in the habit of calling them Buchmiller Enterprises as well. I'm so used to calling them Metallic Media, but they're no longer using that moniker. I think they've kind of branched out with their store, selling more stuff than just CDs. They have clothing and electronics and all that type of good stuff going. But enough of that. Let's show what we came here for. I've got it open, and as I stated, it's packed tight. It's got a ton of packing peanuts. Hopefully, I won't get a ton of stuff that I already own, especially having done the 40 CD grab bag. I do these grab bags or mystery boxes from Metallic Media quite often, and so I mean, there's a good chance that I'm going to get several things that I already own, but I tend to be able to rehome these pretty easily. I do tons of giveaways and care packages and that type deal, so it's not really a big issue for me, especially if I get a few in here that I like that I didn't already own. It works out for me. Especially, I think this was on sale. I think I got this for like $14.99 and free shipping for 10 CDs. I mean, it's $1.50 a CD, so yeah, you can't beat that anywhere. The first CD is actually one I already do own. If I was still 15, I would absolutely be in love with this album. It's not a bad album, don't get me wrong. It's just not what I'm really into anymore. This is kind of mathcore dash metalcore stuff. This is Into the Moat with the Absence, I believe is the name of this, or the design. Yeah, sorry. As I said, I already own this. I haven't listened to it in quite some time. I think I got this in that in a Metal Blade CD lot that I ordered quite a while ago. I mean, Mathcore, it's not a bad album. Don't get me wrong. It is. I mean, it's enjoyable for what it is. I'm just not super into that whole Mathcore subgenre, I guess. But I know there are some people out there that do dig this. As I said, it's not bad. You know, it's a decent way to start, despite already owning it. Next up, we have some just kind of completely changing gears. This is some very occult black metal. This is a split. Um, I may already own this. I can't remember. I know I've listened to this split. There's a Chilean band on here that I enjoy quite a bit. They're called The Last Nail, and I believe the other band is In Funeral, and I'm wanting to say they're Swedish black metal. In Funeral. They're okay, but The Last Nail I did, for what I remember listening to on this split, I do enjoy The Last Nail side of this a little bit better. It's not wrapped, so I can actually show this CD. Pretty decent black metal release. So that's a that's a win. This was on I think Fallen Angels Productions. So next up we have Infravision with this Epileptic Serenity. This is on Secret Port Records. When I looked at the cover, it reminded me of another album that I own, which is kind of progressive, almost like metalcore type stuff. I actually think Infravision is a thrashy, kind of deathy thrash band, if uh, if I can remember correctly. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Next up, we have In All Senses with Hysterical Psychosis. This is on My Kingdom Music, and I have no idea what to expect from this one. It almost has like a new metal look to it. I hope that's not the case. But anyway, it's on My Kingdom Music. I will definitely give it a spin. Check it out. The next CD I'm looking at is very good CD. I already own it, but it is a amazing CD as well. This is Il Verdun. I actually think I've gotten this a few times in these grab bags, and it's a shame that it doesn't move more than it does. This is kind of pagan black metal. Has a bit of an atmospheric vibe, folky vibe to it as well. This is, as I said, Il Verdun with I can't pronounce it. They're from the Ukraine, so I believe the album title is in Russian. I love this album though. I know I've rehomed it a few times, and the people that have received this from me seem to enjoy it as well. So just pagan black metal, atmospheric black metal is actually on. It's I guess a split release with Satanith Records and Pagan Flames. And I've done several Pagan Flames productions, unboxings on this channel, and this is a pretty stellar CD. I actually am working on a couple care packages for people at the moment, so that will be in probably one of those. It's actually probably going to be the one that I'm sending out today, but who knows? We'll see. Next up, we have some Mexican black metal. This is one that I actually meant to pick up. It's been out for a couple of years ago, but I actually remember when this one came out. I almost snagged it and I never did, so it's kind of nice to have it now. This is Ignis Atra Spiritus with Death's Requiem. Yeah, this was limited. I tell you, I know when it came out. I think it was limited to 666, and it's hand numbered to 153. I don't know if you can see that. Just I believe Mexican death metal. I mean Mexican death metal. I'm trying to Mexican black metal. Pretty there's some pretty good South American black metal uh, going around now. I found some pretty good stuff out of Mexico. Found some good stuff out of Argentina, Brazil. And you'd be surprised. You know, you don't when you think of black metal, you don't really think of these warmer weather climates producing such great black metal. But South America has become a pretty much a hard hitter in the straightforward black metal scene. Not a lot of this atmospheric stuff going on, but if you like this straightforward, dark, murky, distorted black metal, then yeah, this some of that South American stuff will probably be for you. I'm actually haven't listened to this one quite some time. See, I don't know if it has the year 2015 when it came out. I knew it had been out for a minute. Definitely glad to have that in my collection now, and we'll be spending some time with that one really soon. I already know. Next up, we have another one that I've been meaning to pick up. This came out earlier this year. This is some Hungarian death metal. This is Humiger, Humiger, is how you pronounce spell that. I guess not pronounce it. With a bring decay to an end. I've heard some bits and pieces off of this. I almost pulled the trigger about a month or so ago buying this. I'm glad I didn't now. This is on a Viridat Records. Haven't heard that label before, but as I said, this is I'm 99% positive this is Hungarian death metal, and I enjoyed pretty immensely what I heard already. I've heard a couple tracks off of this. Almost ordered it, didn't. Glad that I didn't now. No groundbreaking or genre defining stuff going on in this. It's pretty straightforward death metal, but it is a solid death metal release. Next up, looks like we have I'm not even sure. This is on Supernatural Cat Records. Um, this is incoming Cerebral Overdrive with Controverso. Almost has like an industrial look to it. I don't know. This is probably going to be one that it's not going to be the first one that I listen to. Just from the looks of it, I could be pleasantly surprised when I listen to it. But I don't really know what to expect from that one. You know, don't judge a book by its cover, but I got to be honest, that cover is just not doing it for me. Maybe I'll be surprised when I listen to that. Here is a blast from the past. This one has to have been out 10 plus years by now. This is Inhearted with deduced deduced to Purgatory. Let's see if I can get that out. Death metal, more death metal. This one is pretty solid death metal. This is on Ablaze Productions. I don't even know if Ablaze is still around. I want to say this is some more Mexican music. I believe this is Mexican death metal this time around. Could be wrong. I haven't thought about this album in literally years. Pretty neat to have it in there. I'm definitely looking forward to listening to this one as well and being reintroduced to Inhearted. I haven't thought about them in quite some time, and definitely stoked to have that in the collection now. Last one in the box is Incense with Soothing Torture. Not real familiar with them. This is on Candlelight. I'm thinking this is some kind of hardcore slash metalcore. Not really sure. That's what I'm kind of getting the vibe for it. It has a very hardcore looking vibe to the artwork, but then again, I could be wrong on that. Yeah, this probably won't be the first one that I listen to, but you never know when you listen to something like this. Sometimes you're just absolutely floored and kind of mad at yourself that you didn't give it a proper chance. But there's the artwork on that. So all in all, $14.99 and free shipping. I mean, I definitely got my money's worth in that. There's a couple of those that I'm super stoked to have in the collection. I probably would have spent that much, if not more, just to procure those couple of CDs. The Inhearted, I'm super stoked to have, and the Humigore, or however you want to pronounce that, definitely stoked to have that one as well. Just those two make this worth it, and I'm sure I'll find a few things through the other albums that I enjoy as well. As I said, will be linked up in the description if you want to check it out and get your own grab bag. If I can find the video for the 40 CD grab bag, the URL for that, I'll throw that down there in the description as well. Uh, I was able to fit into this Epoch of Unlight shirt that I picked up at the show. I was kind of worried with it being a size too small, but it fits actually pretty well, so I was very happy with that. If you want to grab one of these as well, they're $12 and I think $3 shipping. So awesome stuff. I'll link that up. I'll link that Bandcamp link up in the description so you can grab a shirt as well. I mean, 15 bucks and you're supporting an awesome band, especially a local band for me. So be definitely some support for them. That's all I've got for today. I still need to do this Hell's Headbangers dollar CD haul. I'm just slacking on that. Have some other stuff on the way too. I mean, it's a never ending process. Just when you guess when you have that itch and you're addicted to collecting albums and you actually show these albums off, the work's never done. I don't really look at his work, but I have more stuff that I need to show. One day I'll get caught up with everything. I may just have to break down one day and do like an hour-long video where I just show everything and get caught up that way. Not sure. I'll quit rambling now. Thank you guys once again. You've made me feel so welcome back when I've with this me coming back to YouTube, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. I will be going to the Black Dahlia murder show less than 2 weeks from now in Memphis. So if you're planning on going to that show, come by and say hello. And I'm a bit socially awkward. I would just apologize. I'm not trying to be rude when I meet you. If I happen to meet you, I just am that kind of awkward. I mean, it happens. You may not think that just see me on YouTube, but I am. I'm very awkward if I meet somebody in public. So just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to be rude and all that good stuff. So that's all I've got for today. Stay classy, stay metal, and I will see you all very soon. I promise.